Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From the Ground Up Productions presents Talk Therapy with Lady Miz. She's here to listen and give advice, but brace yourself. If you can't handle the truth. Because she's not sugarcoating a thing. She's getting to the root of the problem and addressing the ugly truth. You're now tuned in to Talk Therapy with Lady Miz.
Good evening, people. Y'all already know what it is. This is Talk Therapy Tuesdays with your girl, Lady Miz, and my added host, the silent assassin, because y'all get to see him come out his shell and talk a little bit more. There he is, Ray. How y'all doing tonight? What's good, people? How are y'all doing? Listen, I just want to say what's up to everybody and thank you for tuning in to Talk Therapy Tuesdays. Talk Therapy, if you guys don't know, is a safe place for us to discuss topics so that we can come together, right? Create awareness, have some understanding and accountability, because a lot of people do not like to take accountability for their actions, right? Sometimes we like to play the blaming game, but accountability is so important. And why is that important? It's important so that we can grow into the best versions of ourselves, okay? Very important. Also, we like to talk to different people about different things that they might be going through or things that we might be going through, because talking is therapy, right?
I think it is.
Okay. All right. That's what it's all about. We the ear to listen, and sometimes y'all the ear to listen. Y'all might give us some feedback and your take on things, and we do the same thing on our end. Okay. As I said before, we really, I just want to put this out there. We really appreciate everybody's support and everything. We, just we're humbled right now. We are really, really humble, and we don't take nothing for granted. You got any words right now, or should we get?
We can get right into it.
Okay. All right. Well, let me shout out Town Mama. I see you in the check-in. Big shout out to India. See you in the check-in. Shout out to Shaki. I see you in the check-in. Of those who are posting comments, we see y'all. We will put y'all comments up on the screen. And we want to remind you guys to share this live right now. Share it on your social media. Share it to people you know. You could text it to people, because this topic tonight is a very important topic that we should be discussing. Big shout out to Cal Cutter on the check-in. Big shout out to Renee on the check-in. So happy to see y'all here. Y'all know, I know Renee gonna listen. Renee gonna give it. We need to bring Renee on the show. Actually, all of y'all, because y'all be putting in some good statements and comments and all of that. And we really appreciate that, because not only are we giving y'all something, but y'all are giving us something. I think that us together, it helps us evolve, because there's so much value on both ends. You know what I mean? And that's what we really appreciate. We want to remind y'all, one, if you haven't, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that notification button. We're going to be giving away some free chips. That's right, y'all. Boss Move Chips is in the building. If y'all can't see, we got them right here. Boom, boom, boom. Front of the bag, back of the bag. The back of the bag. Let me tell y'all a little bit about Boss Move Chips, so that y'all can have an understanding of what this is about. It's not really just about me and Lady Miz. I just started with this flavor just to put it out there and you guys can have something tangible. But the purpose of these potato chips is really to help promote other people as well. It's not, all those other flavors is to get other people's faces on there. And what Boss Move Chips is about, and what makes it a game changer, is you. Why is it you? Because it's your opportunity to get on the chips, to promote yourself, put your face on the bag, and on the back, tell your story as to why you are making that boss move, okay? That's what it's really about. So, and on top of that, once we get to the level where things is doing great and people are getting on the chips, we're going to be donating a portion of the profit back to the community of the person's face that's on the chips. So it serves multiple purposes. First of all, you get a good freaking snack, okay? You can ask Shaki, you know what I mean? Because she got her bags already. You get a good snack. But not only that, you also get promotion. You get to tell somewhat of your story about the moves that you're making on the back of the chips. And we get to give back to the community, which is so important. So again, it serves so many different purposes. You guys can order the chips directly from me by going to bossmovechips.com and placing your order. You can make that order through PayPal. You can pay with your credit card, or if you don't have that, you can send me the money directly through Cash App and I will send you the chips, okay? My Cash App is the $ Lady Miz. You can't go wrong. I spell lady with an I, so it's LADIMIZ. Okay. What else did I want to say? Oh, I gotta tell y'all what the topic is about, right? So today's topic is about the mindset of the Black consumer, right, and a Black business owner, and it's really about, like, you know, what we need to do to overcome some of these obstacles that we face. Because listen, I'm gonna tell y'all some personal stuff, and I'm gonna get into some things, but yes, we gotta talk about this. You got that up there. Yes, guys. So yeah, check that out. Not check that out. I think I'm getting tired already. Y'all don't even understand. I gotta tell y'all for real, like the things that I'm going through after COVID. I feel like I be talking, I be fumbling over my words, I get dizzy. Like, the shit is real crazy right now, but I'm fighting through this. I am fighting through it, okay? What's up, Wesley? How you doing tonight? King Charlie Prince in the building. I see you. So listen, as I told y'all before, please share this live with everybody else and share it, text it. We want people to come in on this conversation. We are giving away some free chips today. We're going to be picking 3 lucky winners, giving away 3 bags, and the system will pick it for us like we did last time. Yeah.
All you got to do is hashtag Boss Move Chips in the comments.
Yes. All right. So
it's on the bottom of the screen. Just hashtag Boss Move
Chips.
Boss Move Chips.
Yes. Hashtag that. Put that in the comment section, and then the system will pick whoever is the winner. It was something else. Oh, guys, just to let y'all know, because and this is why it's important to get into this business part. This came right at the right time. Get in your face on the chips. Please understand, this is a business. It is not something that is that easy. There will be people who have to they will submit an application. There is a fee. And also, if there's a campaign that we will run, so if people submit applications, we will have the people pick who's the next boss that is going to be on those chips. And when doing that, when the winner pick, the winner has to purchase a certain amount of chips. But the great news is they purchase an amount for them to keep. They keep them, they sell them, they keep all the money. That's just simply how it goes. Okay, so I'm just letting y'all know that this is for people that's really out there making serious moves. And I say that because I'm gonna keep it real. It is not cheap. We can't keep making the things that we do look like it has no value. It is not cheap. It's not. I'm gonna put that out there right now, so it can eliminate those who might feel like, oh, I could just get my face on the chips. It doesn't really work that way. You got to put in the work and you got to do certain things, but it's still an opportunity that we want to give to the people. So we're going to move on, and let me just give these quick shout outs real quick and remind y'all that Family Business is out right now on my website. Y'all can go there to ladymiz.com, go to the entertainment section and look under music, and y'all could purchase the album or you could purchase single songs. We will send you the full album in MP3 form if that's how you want it. However, whatever makes it easier for you. Big shout out to BCBA from ATL. She does amazing write-ups. Big shout out to Lagoica. He does websites, graphic designs, book covers, animations, you name it, this brother does it all. Big shout out to Chinks Bricks. He does animation videos. He's an artist. I mean, these people are doing amazing things, and I just want to shout them out. Mark, who also got, he sells clothing,
Jersey
and he's an artist. Yes, Jersey and things. Big shout out to him. Big shout out to Louis Hicks. He also is selling clothing. Like I said, I'm just trying to shout out these Black businesses that's doing their thing. Y'all know King
Louis
Charlie
Hicks,
Prince.
M1DP?
Huh?
N1DP?
No. Oh, N1DP. That N1DP. That's Queens in the building.
Yeah.
All right. Big shout out to Queens. That's Al Mosley and them over there. So N1DP. Yes. Big shout out to them. Big shout out to Mikey D. Big shout out to Eddie OJ. Artists. They all artists. Mikey D got his podcast, and he's doing so many great things. Cal Cutter up in here in the building. Cal Cutter is an amazing photographer and so much more. He's actually Mikey D's partner. So and big shout out to Tal Mama. Tal Mama is a manager. She managed artist Sedan. So again, I hope that I'm not forgetting anybody. Wesley does he does shirts, he does products if you need things printed up. I just want to shout these businesses out before we get started. It is so important. And please, if I miss somebody that is in here that got a business, please let me know so I could shout you out. We all can do better when it comes to supporting each other, right? We can. Again, if you're tuned in right now, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that notification button and stay tuned because we're giving away free chips, Boss Move chips. Don't go there. Nope. Hell to the no. Free chips. Because he didn't knock my son. He over here he knocked the camera out last time. Y'all don't know what's going on behind closed doors. I said, no, hell no. Don't come over here. Okay. Free chips we giving away. My chips, Boss Move chips. Hit us up. Find out how you could get your name on there. Now we going to get to that commercial?
Yep. What's commercial? Oh.
We go.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get.
No, let's play we're gonna play because I did a lot of talking. They probably want to get right to it.
No, we got we still didn't promote Hood Court.
Oh shoot, yes, Hood Court, guys. Hood Court is gonna be myself and Tyler Mix. Whenever Tyler Mix show up in the building. Anybody that's looking to bring their case to the Hood Court, you can hit us up and go directly to my website, ladymiz.com. Everything that I do is on my website. So Hood Court is based off of hood rules. So if you violated any of the code of the streets, that's what Hood Court is about. So if you want to bring somebody to court, it ain't got to be totally serious, but it could be like, yo, you violated me, son. I'm about to take your ass to Hood Court. Bring them to Hood Court because that's what we do, baby. We gets it in. Let's go. Stop playing. All right. Okay, I think I said enough because I didn't ran out of breath.
Yeah.
Big shout out to all of the people on the Family Business Project, Soraya Alexis, Poppy Fortune, Cash on Abel, the Silent Assassin Ray, Mason, Ian 95, Nasir, Uncle Jay, Paul, but he go by Styles, and Mr. And all the producers and all of the other people that played a role, in this. They just listen. I'm so excited to know y'all all. All right, let's get into it. I talk too damn much.
Yeah. King Charlie Punch is like, slow down.
Yo, I talk fast. I know, but I'm not a scammer. Talk fast, all right? You know how some people talk fast because they scammers, they fast talkers. I just talk fast because I think New York made me that way. You moving at fast pace. We were like, hurry up, shit. So that's why I talk quick.
Yeah, take a breath.
Okay, let's get into this topic, y'all. Let me drink my water. Why don't you take over?
Yeah, today we're going to talk, as Miz already talked about, we're going to get into why do black businesses struggle, and is it because of the black consumer mindset or the black business owner mindset? And I don't know. I think that's a mindset that affects all businesses because everybody has that issue. It's just about how it happens.
Absolutely. Big shout out to Chucky Chuck on the check-in. Chucky Chuck, I see you guys. I'm just reminding y'all again, we're giving away free chips, 3 bags today. We are picking lucky winners today and we're giving them out. Let's get into this black mindset business. Thank you for clarifying that. Okay, so what we starting with? We're going to wait. Big homie Madman from the West Coast. He from LA. He actually is supposed to be joining us today on this topic. So hopefully he comes in.
He's another black business owner also in LA.
Big shout out to UNG radio station over there on the West Coast. We appreciate that, brother, so much. Big homie Madman, aka Boucher, doing great things, supporting black businesses, always been supporting artists, showed us nothing but love when we was out there. So we definitely got to shout him out. Yeah. He should be joining us hopefully soon.
I know he said he's in the room in YouTube and he's going to switch over to the link.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right. So, all right, guys, let's get into it. And we need y'all help on this, okay? We need y'all help. So let's first talk about what are some of the issues that we face as, I'm going to start with first black business owners.
I would say a lot of the issue is financial.
You think financial?
First part of it is financial.
Okay.
The financial is when it comes to black businesses, the hardest struggle is getting loans, especially if you're in that red line district. If you're in the hood where they redlined you and the banks don't want to loan you money, you're not going to get the money. I don't care what you're doing.
Okay. All right. So atmosphere being red line. I'm gonna play devil's advocate because I think it's important that everybody hear both sides. Okay. There's one point where you could be in the red line area, right? And no matter how good you're doing, you could be denied something because of this color of your skin. But there's another point of being not being responsible and doing the right thing and having, your credit is not good. And that has nothing to do with them redlining you. I was having this conversation with somebody and they were talking about how they were saying, these banks, they're not always being racist. Let's say you go for a loan and it's in a certain neighborhood and the neighborhood is not good. The bank is probably saying, it could be a nice house, but it's in this neighborhood where there's a lot of crime, all these different things. So the value of that property might not be good. So why would we give you a loan, invest in you so you can invest in that when we all can lose in the end? That's not racial. That's just thinking on a business level.
But I think it's unfair because you take away the person who actually is, if they're coming in there and they're trying to be responsible, you're taking away from that person's chance because of what you believe everybody else around the neighborhood is doing.
Okay. All right. I understand that. I totally get that. I've seen both sides. And again, that's when we're going to get into the mind of the consumer soon. But Wesley said networking. Yep. So how do you feel about that?
Where do I start? I think networking starts with how do you network? I think that a part of businesses in general, your business is going to fail if you don't network the right way. And a lot of times we're on Facebook networking to our friends and our family. Though some do support us, you have some that be like, it's you. And that's where I come in back. It gets back to finances because sometimes we finance the wrong things. We'll put all our money into the product, but none into marketing it.
Yes, that's a good point. I like that point. Let me go back up because I actually feel like I missed something Renee said. Okay, let me see. Sped and everything. Okay, Renee said, why our people require so much from us to support us. If I'm understanding that right, I think that she's saying that like it's such a requirement. Like you got to do this, you got to do that to be supportive. Let me speak on I guess from my point of view, as somebody who does, I have different businesses. First thing I always tell myself, even if it can become disappointing at times when you expect support from people and you don't get it, is that no one owes us anything. Okay. That's the first thing. If you're doing a business because you think that somebody owe you something and they're required to do it, they're not. Now, can it be disappointing when somebody say that you think that they're supportive and they're going to support you and they don't support you? Of course. And you do expect friends and family to be the first in line to say, yo, I see what you're doing, but that's not always the case, right? So we have to first get in the mindset of saying, hold up, nobody owes us nothing here. So it's not like, even if we are mad, we have to learn to control our emotions and say, in order for us to be successful business owners, we have to go outside our immediate circle anyway. You know what I mean? Why are we just marketing to the people that we know? And you made a great point with that. You know what I mean? Like sometimes we put all of our money into products, or even when as an artist, and I've done this before, so I know, right? Yeah. Make all this music, put all this money into mixing and mastering and artwork and blah, 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 and then put the song out and they think our friends and family is going to do it. Nah, they want it for free.
We're not going to throw all because
yes.
Some, some family, friends pay. But when you look at, and that's where you go down your Facebook and you look at, a lot of people just have everybody on their Facebook and they think everybody's a business.
Yes. Yes.
But if you want to have a business, you have to separate your business Facebook from your friend's Facebook.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If I missed the comment that I need to address, because I did see some stuff up there. Again, I want to remind y'all, if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel right now. Hit that notification button and stick around because we're going to be giving some free chips out today. UNG Radio, I see you in the check-in. You're supposed to be on the screen with us, my brother. But if you can't make it here on the screen, that's okay. You can put your comments in there. But we definitely wanted you to pull up and talk to the people. We definitely wanted that. Postlar, we see you. We see you. Let me go back real quick because I did see a couple of other things that and I'm sorry because y'all be putting in some great comments and I hate to not really address it, but we're gonna put it on the screen. If we don't get to it, we put it on the screen, we interact. I don't know where it is, so it's so good. That's cool. Just go back down because I can't see. But I always go back to it anyway. Credit. I'm seeing King Charlie Prince says credit is your money. And debit is our money. Is that what he said? Credit is credit is their money and debit is our money. Good point. Good point. I really like that. So, guys, let me talk to y'all real quick about something. Let's talk about, and we're gonna open up the phone line soon. I want to tell y'all something about the Black consumer. Okay. Let's talk about the Black consumer. Hello, Rihanna. How are you? We're going to talk about that for a minute. And then we're going to go back to the Black businesses. And
we got Big Homie Madman in the building.
Big Homie Madman. Oh, yes. I'm so happy to have him on. Let's bring him on real quick. Let's see if his mic and everything is working. Big Homie Madman. Not yet. Is he there? Yeah. We see you, brother. We can't hear you right now. When your mic is working, then you be on. But we'll leave you on right now until you get your mic working, until we can hear you. So, the Black consumer, right? And I spoke about this plenty of times before. The first thing is, number one, we have to first understand how to value ourselves and value our products. Sometimes it's just, listen, I wear this stuff, so please don't think that I'm being a hypocrite. I am not being a hypocrite. You laughing, but are you laughing at me or the comments? No, because I talk about these things because I wear this stuff too, but I also still support and wear other people's things as well. No, because I talk about turn down the I hear echo of us playing in the back. You probably got us playing in the back, so I need you to turn that down. Because it's giving feedback. Yeah, it's coming from you, Big Homie Madman. Us playing in the back. You probably mute into the. So I need you to turn that down. So just try, if you can hear me, try to work on turning that down, and then we're gonna unmute it again. So, guys, again, when we're talking about the Black consumer, we have to understand and know that we have to value our stuff. Sometimes we complain that they ain't do this on the Oscars and they ain't do that, when we could be creating our own stuff if somebody don't acknowledge us or understand our value, right? So, and it's not about really, I'm not speaking separation, because a lot of people get into that too. They say, oh, now it's black versus white. It's not black versus white. It's about understanding that some people do struggle because of prejudice and racism. And the truth of the matter is, there are also people of the same color who share those same prejudice against each other. Yep. Guys, you would share those prejudice against each other. So, we have to get out of that. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be like, oh, the only time you find worth in something is if it's coming from another brand that really doesn't. You seen what happened to Jim Jones, right?
I was just about to speak on that, and I didn't want to mention his name, but since you did,
I mean, listen. All right, go ahead.
That I'm gonna tell you why that pissed me off. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Not that, but he want to walk around the store complaining about not getting spring water, and they're not greeting them, and and then bragging about spending $29,000 in the store.
Okay.
To me, getting on video complaining about that, it's that attitude alone that pisses me off, because it's like, hey, look, you could take half that and invest it into a black neighborhood or a black business, mm-hmm. and literally change that business, the whole business itself. And it's like, hey, why not bring up, you're famous enough to make a black business profitable, but you would rather go to Gucci and Louis Vuitton and throw thousands at people who don't even care about you.
Here I go, because y'all need two sides to the story, right? It's always the yin and the yang. I agree. But let me keep it real. Y'all got to respect this. Okay? Please don't get mad, because I'm going to tell you the truth. That's so true. But on the other hand, people, again, going back to not valuing other things, but people could do what they want to do with their money.
Right. I don't disagree.
People could do what they want to do with their money. We can't tell people how they could spend their money. Now, does it make more sense to reinvest in certain things? We talking about building the Black Wall Street. We talking about all of this. It makes perfect sense, right? It does. But at the same time, we can't tell people what to do with their money. And it goes back to value again. I lost my train of thought, but I just wanted to touch bases on that. I get
what you're saying, because when I say that, I'm not saying just go to any business. If you can walk into Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all of these businesses and spend $30,000, right?
Okay.
Research a profitable, a struggling black business that has all the qualities you're looking for. Somebody who's going to greet you at the door. Somebody who's going to make it worth your while, and invest in that.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree so much. Big homie Madman, are we there?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can. How you doing? Let's welcome Big homie Madman to the show. Listen, as I said before, Big homie Madman, aka Boucher, he over there in LA doing big things. He has his own radio station. He support black businesses in all businesses. He support independent artists. Make sure y'all follow him, check him out, and support this brother, because he definitely gives that love back. And even not giving it back, he'll start it off. He ain't waiting for you to give it to him. And that's what I like about this brother here.
Not only that, tonight he's finishing the conversation on UNG Radio tonight.
Absolutely. So come after this show, go over to his show on, I think it's going to be on Instagram
and Twitter.
We're going to be on Instagram and Twitter at UNG Radio Station.
Yes. And at what time?
From 6 West PST all the way till 9.
All right.
So listen, guys, 9 to midnight.
Got you. Well, listen, Big homie Madman, I want you to get your words in. I know that you got your own show to do, so I really want the people to hear from you, hear your take and what you got to say. So we're going to let you go ahead and address, how do you feel about black businesses, the black mindset of the consumer and the business owner?
Wow, that's deep that we talking about this. I'm so proud that y'all talking about this. I've been talking about it a lot, we out here to accomplish a mission right now for our peoples to wake up. You know what I mean? Wake up. You know, in the every city in America, when you get to the corner at a traffic light or a stop sign, if you look to the right, there's a shopping center. What's in the shopping center? The Jack in the Box, the check cashing place, Chinese food place, maybe a water store, and one of the main chains that we shop with is a 99-cent store or a tobacco store or something like that. But what's black owned in that parking lot? Not that much. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to open up everybody's eyes and ears and minds to get prepared. What black owned company in America is in demand? We all know the Asians, they have Hyundai and Honda and these little cars, and Ford and Chevy is from America, but black people ones who created the car, but we don't own any cars. You know what I'm saying? Jordan is a beautiful shoe, but it's not in demand. It's not black owned. It's owned by Nike. So what is black owned? We have a lot of black people who have invested their money in certain companies to open up certain companies across America, but nothing is in demand. Nothing is a household name like a Jack in the Box or a McDonald's. You have a bunch of independent black people who own a McDonald's, but they don't own the name. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we're trying. It's very important to get everybody. What I noticed about black folks, we got a lot of money in the industry. We got record labels, production companies, film, entertainment companies, studios. So that chain, we're the voice of the earth. Through poetry, comedy, rap, sing, you name it. We're the voice of the earth. And America knows our value, so they'll hire us to run the football for them, to slam dunk for them, but we won't take our money and open our own league. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So it's very important right now. The good thing that I'm seeing right now is several years ago, a lot of our race might have been distracted. Right now, everybody, a high percentage of our people is conscious. So since we're conscious and we're really getting into this consciousness, the next generation is really going to be conscious where they really can't knock us down. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Now,
I
you
love
know,
that. I love that.
we do have Ice Cube who put out the 3-on-3, and nobody
Yeah,
really supports it.
big three, yeah.
Big three, yep, the big three. Nobody support. We run and we'll watch the NBA, but nobody pays attention to see Ice Cube what he's doing.
And you made some and things. So you made some really great points, and you're absolutely right. And that's the thing. So I think when I'm trying to figure out here is why. Why is it that it's so easy for us to support? Why do we gotta only support black businesses when we're boycotting someone else? Like,
Right.
oh, they beat us up, so we ain't gonna do that no more. But then in 3 months, you're back there again. What is it? What's going on? Why does it have to take a boycott? Why can't we just say it's not about hating anybody else? It's about understanding our value and knowing how to let the money recirculate in our neighborhoods and resources. So why do y'all think we have this problem, this mindset?
Well, one thing, you're right on point with what you're saying. A lot of us are distracted, and we've been trained to shop with others before we shop with ourselves. You know what I mean? We've been distracted so tough, it just don't make sense. We're behind in time, but the blessings of God that we're catching up. We're really focusing right now. We're about to just all gas, no brakes. You know what I mean? It's important for us to shop with each other 24/7, not just Black History Month, because it's important that we spending billions/quadrillions of dollars in their industry. We shop for tobacco every day, for alcohol every day. We buy the Gucci's, the Louis, we buy everything. But when a Black consumer opens up his own company and he wants to sell these new shoes called from the ground up, people don't want to support it as much. But they want to, like you said, they want to run to the Grammys. They want to run to go see the NBA, things like that. You know what I'm saying? We need to support ourselves first. When the Asians come to America, they go to find a little city like Middleton, where you guys broadcast out of. I don't know if there's a Chinatown there, but most of the time when you get to these places, they got Chinatown, Koreatown. Nobody's disrespecting them. You go there and you buy their Chinese food and you eat the food with no problem. But do the Asians, no disrespect to my brothers, but do the Asians come to the Black side of town and go buy soul food? No, but they're in our side of town setting up these chains where the young ladies are getting their hair done, getting their nails done. We're buying their food. We go get our cars fixed at their shops. We buy their cars. It goes on and on and on. You know what I mean? And the distraction is right now the music industry has a major influence on the youth because they're hiring a bunch of young kids who really don't know the truth, how Aretha Franklin and James Brown marched with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and so many of our other great leaders. And they would set out a concert, but they couldn't even sleep at the hotel across the street because it was racism going on. The Jim Crow law, it goes on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about this for days, but the main thing is that we're distracted. So from the ground up, UNG radio station, we're doing a great job. See, I can't slam the ball, I can't run the ball, so I don't have billions and millions worth of followers. I only have so many, and America's only gonna let me do so much because I'm not talking dumb Negro talk. I'm talking educated talk. You know what I mean? So since I'm talking educated talk, and I'm conversating with two other king and queen that has consciousness, they're only gonna let us get so much. And I know for a fact there's more people watching us right now, but they're going to hold back on these numbers. They're going to stop us because we're talking educated, or at least we're putting the effort out there into the universe. All these podcast shows, everybody needs to just start talking about nothing but the real. You know what I mean?
That's right.
This is real.
I will say,
I love that.
I do. Yeah, I love that too. Yo, I'm gonna tell you, but we do sell, and we sell it in high value. We sell death. Of Black people, and I'm gonna be honest, that's the one thing. If you look in, because we always forget about everybody else in our neighborhoods, but if you go into any Black neighborhood, you'll have 3 or 4 funeral homes making money, killing the industry, because that's what we're selling.
Death is
the biggest industry in our neighborhoods.
True. Now let's don't get that twisted, y'all. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? The people of color, be careful, be aware. Stop trying to lay down with others and be tight and friends with all these others. It's business. High and buy and do business. Yep. That's about it. Because they hung us in trees 100 years ago, and they would bring their whole family outside to take a picture while they was hanging you. And now today you want to go lay down with them. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, no hating on them. This is all real life. It's just time for y'all to wake up and it's high and buy and business. That's it. You know what I'm saying? We need to focus on us. All right, now Black Wall Street, when you say it, you can kind of hurt or hinder your podcast, your company, whatever, if you're yelling Black History, Black Wall Street. But really, I want to create a new hashtag for all Black folks across America. Every city in America, Chicago, New York, LA, Dallas, Miami, all these major cities, Atlanta. As soon as you get there, you go to the Black side of town. Let's go to that main street where everybody hangs out, and let's hashtag that Black Wall Street, New York, Black Wall Street, Chicago, Black Wall Street, Dallas. That way everybody know, hey, this is where the enterprise is building up at. They're building the enterprise over there. They got their own laundromat. They got their own gas station. Because when you think about it, when the cargo comes off the water to the dock in New York and LA, these trucks come and pick up these cargoes and they deliver these packages to the neighborhood. Who owns the trucking company? Who owns UPS and DHL? Not us. So some of these brothers go to school to get the license to drive the truck, to own their own truck, and they get the contracts and they're making money. We need to start putting people up on a lot of stuff. We need to start owning some of these chains, some of these franchises. We need our own grocery stores, and it's easy. It's easy. We got what? I haven't Googled it, but I know we got hundreds to thousands of Black millionaires. If a person has like $100 million in the bank and he's Black, all it takes is $5 million to open up some jobs. You might get a company that hires 10,000 people. You know what I'm saying? That ain't even a lot. That's just, and it grows on and on and on. We need our own schools, and don't be embarrassed or ashamed to represent you. When white America sees a conscious Black person, they love it. But they love to really see an ignorant Black person. They respect the conscious people because they know they can't cross us. But them ignorant folks, just dance for me, brother. Entertain me, sister. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you mean.
Not for nothing, though. Our own people are the same way. We love and we got to get out of that mindset. So we got to do better. Yeah, so we got to get out that mindset too of celebrate ignorance instead of our love for each other.
Because what I think is that I agree with you, and I agree with you too. I think it's very important that yes, we do that, but I think a part of being able to grow is also understanding where we may be going wrong and not be afraid to speak about that too, or feel offended like we're putting our own people down, but to address those issues so that we can fix it and take accountability so that we can grow and get better. If we ignore that and we only point the finger at everybody else and we don't fix us, we're still going to have a problem. So we could fix everybody else, but if we messed up, then it ain't nobody else's fault. We got to start at home first. And when I say at home, I mean with us.
That's right.
That's what I think about that. And I just want to tell you, yes, I just want to say this real quick. I'll try to make, because I'm long-winded, and I don't want to keep you long, so I'll try to make this quick. I was listening to what you were saying about how, who owns the actual stuff. Like, we could get something, but we didn't create that. So really, we're just kind of like buying into somebody's business and just kind of like reselling it, right? And the truth of the matter is, I learned that with the hair. So this is just me being transparent. I went and I said, well, I'm gonna sell hair because hair is a booming business, right? I went, I was excited about it. Oh, I'm gonna get this hair at a wholesale price and I'm gonna resell it. But then one of the things that I noticed when I sat back, because I pay attention, I said, oh, this is going on. I noticed that the Asians, what they did was they had their hair stores, they was doing that big. But then when all this happened with George Floyd, right? And when all these other issues started happening with Black Lives Matter and all of that, they started to shift. See, they're smart. You got to pay attention. They study their consumers. They started to shift how they market to us. So it no longer became buy this hair or buy this wig or buy this weave. It became you could be a business owner if you purchase this hair from us at a lower price. So they were selling it at a lower price. But what they were doing was they were taking advantage of the people who said, I want to have my own business down and start my own business. They shifted how they market to us and they were still winning. You understand what I'm saying? And when I peeped that, I said, now there's nothing wrong with that. Like, we could buy wholesale and sell retail, but I started to pay attention to how they market. They really, and we got to pay attention to how we do that too. So I just wanted to share that because I thought it was very interesting how it turned from just buy directly from us to now they're using certain terminologies on be the business owner, may have your own business, have this, and now the PPP loans and all of that. So they knew how to get our money. All right.
I mean, that not for nothing. Avon and Mary Kay was doing that for a while.
Absolutely.
They have black people selling. Oh, Mary Kay sell all of this makeup to get a pink car. But and that's it was no real money in it. You see a lot of people believing, hey, this is my business, but it's Mary Kay.
So yeah, I agree with that. So at the end of the day, it's not to take away from nobody that's doing it or whatever, but it's just to make a point as to what you were saying, big homie Madman. Like, you got the McDonald's, you can have it, but you didn't create that McDonald's. So technically, it ain't really your brand. It's a business in a box that they sell to you.
It'd be nice if everybody would wake up and give it their best to be self-employed. Be self-employed. I don't care if you're selling bananas on the corner, incense on the corner. Work for yourself. If you're going to go to UPS for 8 hours a day and then come home and don't work on yourself, you really just, in the way, and a little bit of advice for the people that are doing that's coming home complaining. I'm so tired of working at this job. But as soon as you get home, you're jumping on your phone, jumping on Instagram, Twitter. When you're on your lunch break, put an application in for another job or create your own job. These youngsters are doing it, create an app, do something, anything. I don't care what it is. Do something to actually upgrade, so that way that your youth behind you can have something to go to too, because it's all about generational wealth. Looking forward, don't even look back. And wealth is health. You know what I'm saying? And America has a plan to knock us off. If they say, okay, black folks ain't got smart, they're not killing each other as much anymore, so we'll kill them. And oh damn, we can't kill them anymore because the camera on the suit is showing everything, and people got phone cameras and they're recording us, so we can't get away with it. So what can we do? Well, let's throw another vaccine out there. Let's make sure they all have to get shot up. As some people might believe that can take you out, maybe not take you out. It's something going on with that. It's not 100% legit because America's not giving away nothing for free, but they steady offering to give you a free shot and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So we really got to really focus. We under attack. We got to get back into reading, conditioning, stay in good condition, do your workouts, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Stop running around here saying you're a king if you really ain't providing for the house, taking care of your health, praising God, because that's really where it all starts. In the house, take care of yourself, praise God, whether it's Allah, Jesus, whatever name you praise, you know what I'm saying? Then take care of your woman, your kids, your mother, then your next door neighbor, then the block, then the hood, then the community, and then you can go global where people will start paying attention, like a Tariq Nasheed or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We need to, regardless if people agree with Dr. Umar or Saru Seti or these Nubian queens, we need to voice walk and say, hey, these guys are saying something positive. We play the young thug every day. Why not play the positive folks every day? And let's build. I didn't like nothing he said, but at the end of the conversation, I like how he said they're using rappers as a puppet and they're not using their voice anymore. I could take that and run with it and go back and mentor the youth or something. And one thing you said, Lady Miz, I don't want anybody out there that's paying attention to things that I'm slandering our race. I love my race, I'm saying? I'm not embarrassed of it, not one bit, what I'm saying? I'm kind of frustrated, disappointed, upset. I just did a live show right now. We was on the same topic, so I came right to your show, boom, with an attitude. You see the shirt, you know what I'm saying?
I see it, brother. Power to the people.
We just ready to go, you know what I'm saying? And y'all show is very powerful. I'm very proud and honored to be on here.
Thank you.
You guys are up here, you know what I'm saying? You're doing something. A lot of people see it, they know it. The thing that I see that's hindering us is that we don't have the big sponsorship. No disrespect to my brother Puffy Combs, but we don't have the revolt to sponsor it. As soon as we get liquor and alcohol on the table and we smoking and drinking with our customers or our interview or artists or whatever, the views will go up. Or some lady comes on here and shake, or a fella pulls his shirt up and shows a six pack. You know what I'm saying? We're basically just kicking raw facts. You know what I mean? Things that people learn. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Man, and I'm so glad that you came and dropped these jewels with us, big homie Madman. And I know, you gotta go soon, but I got something that I want to address. Now, this is Town Mama, right? Okay. She made a comment. If you could scroll back up, and I think that this is very good to point out. In our conversation, wait, she said, don't segregate yourself. Right there, right there. Okay. Big shout out to Town Mama. Okay. Town Mama is a huge supporter of us. She's here. It's one of the first persons that's here on a regular, before anybody. She's there. She buys, she supports from us. Town Mama is white. Okay. She's from, oh my God, where's she from? Wisconsin. Okay. And she said, can you put her comment up for me, please? Now I want to talk about that really quickly. Because I think what she's saying is don't separate yourself because it may affect you with doing business, making money, etc., etc. And I'll say my take, and then I want to hear what you have to say about that.
Separate ourselves from what?
I guess separate when you I really can't speak for her. Matter of fact, if you want to open up the phone lines, maybe she could call in. If you want to be more specific,
it's not there for some reason.
Oh, it's not? Okay, don't worry about it then. Don't worry about it. Put it in the comment section, Town Mama. But I know that we had this conversation before on another platform, and she used to say, why keep separating instead of us kind of like coming together and doing it totally separate. Now, it's easy to say that. And again, this is not a shot to her because she is a supporter of ours and she is always here and stuff like that. But we do face racism and other things, and it does make it difficult for us sometimes to get things just because of the color of our skin. So when that statement, how do you feel about that statement that she said? Like, do you feel like you're separating yourself with thinking the way that you are? And do you think that it can affect you with growing your business and who your consumers are?
Well, everybody call me Big Homie Madman, but my name is Boucher. If I was to walk into a job right now and put my name Boucher down, automatically they know I'm not white. Okay, they know that I'm black, Jamaican. They know I'm a different race. And then I put my address down. They know I don't live in the suburbs. They know I live in an urban community. They know I'm a minority. All right, so automatically, I would love for the world to get along. We work together. All right, sports are great for that because there's a bunch of races that's playing sports. It brings the whole world together. It's a happiness thing. Now, on a reality tip, you know what I'm saying? We still have some of the slave masters' children in office, all right, all across the United States, and they're not going to let go of certain things in order to make everybody get along. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So with that being said, me personally, Big Mama, I think that's her name, Lady
Town Mama.
Town Mama. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Town.
He's that Big Mama.
Thanks for the support and the comments and the love. You know what I mean. But the reality is that everybody got to come to a reality. Black folks are abused and been abused really strong. Whenever you kidnap a whole entire race and bring them to a whole different country where they don't even know where they're at, and they're building all this land, and these other people are benefiting from the resources, and then they just drop you off in the middle of no man's land, and you're out here shuffling and trying to do this. And once you discover who you are, you figure out, wow, we're 400 years plus behind. All right, these guys already got these houses, these mansions, these skyscrapers, these cars. They got the electricity company, and a lot of us help build this, and we're not benefiting from it. So not everybody, but a lot of people have an anger problem. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I built CBS with me and my brothers, but they're making $5.8 billion a year when they're only giving me $2. Of course I'm gonna be mad. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna feel it's segregation or separation. But in 2022, we're all trying to work to get things together. But she needs to understand that there are a bunch of circle of people out there who are never going to do it. You're going to always have hate and good going at it with each other. So for the good people like her, like us, that's working together, let's continue. And let's don't even pay attention to that negative energy and keep going. Let's make sure she taps in every week because she knows you guys have good content. You might interview us talking today about a real serious issue. Then next week, you might be talking to a guitar player who talks nothing about racism. You know what I mean? You guys have an excellent platform. But particularly today, it's Black History Month. We're talking about a lot of things that Black folks need to do to uprise to benefit from the land of America. We need money, health, and a lot of things that's owed to us. We really need it. You know what I'm saying? And some of us will beg for it. Some of us will take it. Some just don't give a F. They go open up. They do their own lane. And that's the route that I'm on. Do my own lane. That's the route you guys are on. Do your own lane. You know what I'm saying? So hope I summed that up. If not, I hope I got a couple points across.
Definitely. Hope you was listening to Tell Mama, because that one was for you. Well, actually for everybody. But I think it's a great point, and I like to really address all those type of comments when they come in, because it's a good conversation. It's not one where we got to argue, feel some kind of way, walk away mad. It's great that we have this open discussion with one another, and understand. At the end of the day, it is important to understand. I don't get upset with Jews. I'm gonna keep it mad real. Sometimes we talk about that. I'm not upset with Jews for building. You know why? Because I look and I say, that's the blueprint of the Black Wall Street.
Right.
We just don't know how to do that anymore. And in a response to what you said about, listening to Dr. Boyce Watkins, Umar Johnson and them, like I was listening to them for a very long time. I still listen to them periodically. Sometimes when I have time. One of the main people that I also respected was Dr. Claude Anderson. He got a book called Powernomics. I didn't finish that book yet, but I was reading it. It does have the solution and answers in there. And if we just read it and did it, then we would really be okay. But a lot of times we could become our own worst enemy. So the one thing that I will say, and this is just my opinion on how I feel about our ancestors, about the people who fought and died for us, Dr. King, Marcus Garvey, Michael Max, all of these people, right? And the people who are here fighting today, I feel bad at some point because I say, will they ever get to see us do better as a people? Will they ever get to see this? Because I heard Dr. Claude Anderson speaking one time, and he said, I don't think I'm ever going to get to see this. I'm tired. And that broke my heart because I felt what he was saying due to the fact that, like you said, when you're looking around at what's going on, what they support more, people support the fighting, the cursing, the shaking your ass, the drinking, the getting high. People gravitate towards that. They don't gravitate to when you're trying to speak the words of wisdom to lift people up. They don't understand what it means that it takes a community and it takes a village. We've gotten away from that. We're trying to get back to that, but it's hard because the mindset is different now. They were different back then. We kind of fell off. So will we ever get to the point where our people who died for us didn't die in vain?
But I'm gonna tell you,
I think we're going in that route right now. We're starting to get back on that. All right. The one main distraction that they're doing is, I don't know how old you guys are, but let's just go 70s, 80s, 90s. We had a bunch of black television shows. Amen, Martin Lawrence, it goes on and on and on. Soul Train. Now we really don't have them programs, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people only have a handful of people to look up to. They're waiting on Spike Lee to drop another movie because he's black. Ice Cube to drop a movie. Tyler Perry. Like I said, there's only a handful. We used to have hundreds. We had the Robert Townsends, the Red Fox, the Richard Pryor. We had a bunch of people who were putting this content out there. So they eliminated it and then gave us YouTube. Now, when they're giving us YouTube, they control your master. So these rappers and these directors, they put their films, videos on YouTube, and then YouTube can tell you, well, only 3 people looked at your stuff today. Maybe 3,000 did, but you will never know the truth. And then the average person will never be able to concentrate and sit down and watch BET Teen Summit, because that's over with. You can't watch Rap City or the Black News or BNC or none of this because your mind isn't thinking. You've been at work all day. When you come home, you're tired. You got to help the kids, the school and the PlayStation, raising the kids. You're trying to tell your child, no, check this out. This is what it is. So you only get to talk to the child for like 15 minutes. And next thing you know, you eat and you sleep. So nobody goes to YouTube and actually peep the consciousness out. So YouTube is winning because they steadily shoving down your throat about a bunch of negative images of us, which is really not us. It's something new. You know what I mean? And we need to focus, you know.
Honestly, the negative images are the minority of us.
Right.
Believe it or not. But it's so much of it out there, and it's pushed so much that when people who don't live in our neighborhoods believe that's all of us. Right, and that is the bad image about us.
Absolutely. It's such a great conversation. Big homie Madman, I know it's 8:55, my brother. Yeah, but I listen, even if you could come back again when you have more time, because I don't want to have you be late or interfere with what you got going on. But we appreciate you so much. Dropping jewels, everything that you do, and just being there, your inspiration to us as well. Your platform, we really respect everything that you got going on. And I just want to thank you so much for being you and doing what you do. And I want to touch on real quick, that topic about the numbers, you're absolutely right. I have proof. I screenshotted it and I'm gonna share it. I got an email saying this many people, it was like, I don't know, maybe 50 people seen your viewed your thing on Twitter. When I went to my Twitter at that very post, it showed like 2 or 3 people. And I said, this is not making sense. Only 2 people seen it because that's all they showing me. But they sent me something saying more. So you're right. And it's so crazy. They are playing with the freaking numbers. But I keep saying this, guys. We create our own platforms. We have to see value in each other and support that. You understand? Right. So I don't know. I know. Any final words before you go? Let me say something.
Big homie man, before you go. You are kicking in the doors on the West Coast. We kicking it in on the East Coast. And we're going to bring this shit together and bring down that whole shit.
Hey, they playing with the numbers because they got a law on the line that says if you get so many streams or plays, you can receive a check, right? Right? We all know if you get so many views on YouTube. So why would not me, but why would YouTube say, hey, Lady Miz, you got this song called Uplift the Black Woman. I don't need the people to uplift nothing. I'm not getting ready to let the world know that they had 8 million views. You only had 8 views. So that way they ain't got to pay you no check, no nothing. It's all monetized and it's all being monitored. You know what I mean? But I want to shout out to From the Ground Up, Lady Miz, Ray, you know what I'm saying? Y'all putting it down. Y'all riding hard, man. I really appreciate the platform. You know what I mean? I've been working extremely hard because it's Black History Month, but I don't have no excuses. My goal / plan is to get a lot of the brothers that's conscious out here on the West to link up with y'all, you know what I mean? So they have a foundation on the East when they come to the East, knowing, that's home. New York was one of the major cities where Black folks really wasn't in slavery that much. They had Harlem, and Harlem was going hard, and everybody knows South Bronx and Brooklyn is one of them takeover cities. So New York City is not the city to be played with, and LA isn't either. So these 2 cities, if we can get these 2 cities to really sit down and start concentrating, who got the voice on the West Side? Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar. If we can get these brothers to not only do the halftime Super Bowl just to get that big bag, but open up some franchises to help people out, and it will have a different ballgame. Same thing with New York. It's since pandemic then closed down a bunch of these warehouses. Let's go scoop them up, get some stuff that really benefits our generation so we can be successful. Because if not, we're going to drown. And they trying to get rid of it. They're taking away the paper dollar, putting it on the digital. And if they cut the digital, your card is no more. Your money is lost. They playing with your money in the bank. All kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I want to get back on here and really go hard with y'all, man. Unfortunately, you know what I mean? I'm in the radio station right now. I got another interview in 30 minutes. I got a lot of things going on. I
know.
We respect that, yo.
Listen, we understand. We appreciate you taking the time to come and talk to us, talk to the viewers, and talk to the people. And we definitely got to get you back on here again. We're going to talk about that, but we definitely appreciate you. We ain't going to hold you up no more because you got stuff to do on your end, and we respect that. But thank you. You got any shout outs or anything you want to give before you go?
Yeah, I want to shout out to everybody who watched the show today and who all did the comments. At the end of the evening, I'll go back and I'll talk to everybody who commented and say hello and bye and things like that and show you your flowers. You understand what I'm saying? Continue playing Lady Miz music. Ray, you're doing your thing. You guys shining. All I can say is, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for helping our UNG radio station. Everybody out there that wants to know about us, just hashtag or Google UNG radio station and you'll see my work. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it for the fame. I need money, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't mind being known, but I'm really not tripping. I'm doing it for the principle. It's the principle, you know what I'm saying? This is for the kids. All right, y'all. So tap in and check us out, man. Anytime you want to. Go to the YouTube, subscribe. You know what I mean? And let's work. Let's just work. If you need me to promote a show, help you out, hit me up. I'm at the radio station doing what it do. You know what I'm saying? I'm the voice of the street, just like the homie Ray and the one and only Lady Miz. It's the big homie Madman, UNG radio station.
All right, y'all heard it here from the ground up. Make sure you follow this brother right now, UNG radio station. And guys, when we done with the show, we heading over to his to support him. He got so much going on. We absolutely respect this brother 100%, and we're going to keep this movement going.
Not for that, and I'm gonna give him his flowers while he's here now, because like he said, when people come over here, we got to show them the love. in New York, but when we was in Cali, he did the same for
He
us.
absolutely did. He absolutely did, and I appreciate that so much, man. For real. Lady Z is out in Cali. Lady Z, you need to get with big homie Madman. You out there in LA, you need to get with him. Yes. All right, big homie. We appreciate you so much, yo. Have a good night, and we'll be over there soon. Okay.
All right. Count your blessings. God first, play later. All right.
All right, no doubt. Peace.
All right, bless.
All right. So listen, guys, I am excited about that. Big homie Madman's always dropping jewels, and we're gonna be bringing him on the show again. We interviewed him before, but again, he got so much going on, and we're just gonna lightly touch on some things. Well, you know what? Before we kind of wrap it up a little bit, let's do this free thing where we give away the chips.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, have people you got before we get that. Let's do because I know you had a video you wanted to play real quick.
I did.
Yeah. Anyway, but we still, if you want a bag of free chips, hashtag Boss Move Chips.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And we'll put your name in there, and in the giveaway tool, we'll pick your name out. We don't do it. It's the
system does it.
The system does it for you, and.
So the system does it. It's going to pick the name of the winner. We do not pick the name.
Yep.
Whoever the 3 people are, we're going to send you guys a free bag of Boss Move chips. My potato chips came in. Okay. You guys can also order these chips on my website, bossmovechips.com, or you can pay me directly through Cash App, so PayPal don't be taking half of my money, okay? Because that's how it works. But it's business, right? We're going to be sending that out. So do hashtag Boss Move Chips, and we're going to be picking some winners. But what we're going to do is we're going to play a quick 2-minute video, and I want to talk about this, but then we're going to pick the winner when we come back. Big shout out. Let me give some shout outs. I missed some people like my cuz, Ryan Easley on the check-in, Lady Z, Melinda, my big sis over there. Well, I don't want to say big sis like because she's so much older. What, is she like 1 year older than me? 2? I don't know. On the check-in, I don't know if I'm missing anybody that I missed.
MC Evil E.
Yes.
Big shout out to MC Evil E.
How do you pronounce that? What's this?
Habisha King.
Habisha King. Big shout out to you. Yeah. I don't know if I missed anybody else, but we appreciate all of y'all on the check-in. We're gonna give away some free stuff, some free chips in a second. But before we do that, hashtag that in the comment section, hashtag Boss Move Chips, and we will pick 3 people that we will send a bag so y'all could check out my flavor that I got here. But please remember that it is for sale. This is my new business, and it is an opportunity for other people to get their name on the chips. But talking about the mindset of the consumer, let's play a video real quick, and then I'm going to tell y'all a little bit, if it makes sense, about something that somebody said to me, and they thought they was insulting me, and I just was like, you sound so ignorant. Like, good thing that my mind is where it is now, or else that would have affected me. Like, that will affect somebody who don't understand their value, and they only get their value from material things. But man, listen, let's get into that video and understand the mindset of how they sell to the Negro here on From the Ground Up Productions. And there was something else I had to say, but I forgot. So let's just get into the video.
Here is what sales psychologists have to say about selling to the Negro.
The secret of selling to the Negro is expressed in one word. That word is recognition. Now, there's nothing unusual about that. People want to be recognized. They need recognition. That's basic in all of us. But perhaps because he's had so little of it, the Negro needs even more. He needs to feel important and appreciated. This need is a very real and important one. It shows up even in many of the Negro's shopping habits. Anyone who sells or wants to sell to the Negro customer should know about some of these habits. 3 habits in particular play a big part in every sales transaction. To begin with, most Negroes buy by brand. They ask for products by name. They're quick to turn down off-brands. Buying by brand, that's the first important Negro buying habit. Now for the second. The Negro buys good quality merchandise. Symbols of quality and prestige are very important to the Negro customer. This woman, for example, is buying fine crystalware. But she is also buying the admiration and approval of her friends and relatives. Listen to her thoughts.
My, isn't it beautiful? I can hardly wait to show it to Sally and Joan.
It's a well-known fact that many Negro customers are influenced by the opinions of others. What their friends may think of a certain item often decides whether or not the sale is made. So remember, the Negro buys quality merchandise. That's the second important point. And here's the third thing to remember when selling to a Negro customer. When he specifically asks for one thing, don't try to sell him something else. Don't try to switch him at the point of sale. If you do, he'll probably react something like this.
Doesn't he think I've got the money to pay for it?
The Negro resents being offered a substitute. He wants to be sold on quality, not price. The Negro buys by brand, he buys quality, and he doesn't like to be switched at point of sale. These are the keys to selling the Negro customer.
According to leading researchers, in proportion to population and income, Negroes buy more quality products than any other comparable United States group.
All right, there you go.
Oh, they'll caught us. So listen, guys. So at the end of the day, that right there, I know probably a lot of you probably seen that video already, but if you haven't, you got to understand that this is how everybody view us when we're spending our money. And honestly, I don't see anything false in that. There was a lady that I was doing business with at first, right? This woman was upset that I chose to move on without her and do my own damn thing, right? So what she did was she started to send me disrespectful messages, calling me all types of names. She was insulting me. She made death threats to me and my family, okay? And she was so upset. But what she was doing was she was saying, like, trying to insult me by, oh, dear, that's why your shoes is cheap and your furs ain't the latest furs. You got cheap fur and all of this stuff. And I was like looking at it, laughing. Like, first of all, I'm saying to myself, number one, all my shoes ain't cheap, but some of them are, right? I gotta laugh, right? Because I'm cheap sometimes. I don't give a damn about always spending that much money on something, right? And it really, for me, the winning part is saving money, not about how much I spend. So when I was looking at that, she thought that she was insulting me. But the truth of the matter is I felt sorry for her. I felt sorry for her she's a grandmother, right? She's a grandmother, a black woman, grandmother speaking like that, insulting me, thinking that was supposed to do something to me, when really it just made her look exactly like that commercial, like an ignorant Negro that thinks that the value comes from what you wear rather than who you are and your character. So for me, I just want to make sure that, listen, don't ever let nobody define you by what you're wearing. The winner is the person who sells you the shit. Okay? That's the winner, because they're selling you the product and they're making their money. That's who the winner is.
Unfortunately, that's exactly why Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all of those big names could sell you a t-shirt for $700, but we'll walk past a guy with a black owner who's telling you the same t-shirt or the same style of t-shirt for $20. And we'll look at it going, oh, that t-shirt is too damn expensive. Why are you selling a t-shirt for $20? But the same person will go out and spend $7 on a fucking t-shirt from because it had Gucci on it. Right. And the Gucci belittles. You can't even see the damn the logo.
Listen, it's crazy, guys. It's crazy. But before I do that, let's do some winners real quick, because I promised that I want to do that. We're about to let the system pick 3 winners, and we will send you the chips so you could try out my new potato chips, Boss Move chips. This is the sweet and hot barbecue chips, and they're not really spicy. Honestly, it just has that little twang to it where you get that, but it's not overly powerful. So let's go ahead and let the system pick 3 different winners, and we will send it to you. If y'all want, y'all could, you can send a business address, however you want. If you don't want us to have your address, but however you choose that you want it, we'll send it out to you. So the first one is, we ain't got the runner up, man. What happened to our runner up music? Let's pick the first one. Hey! All right, guys. It went away so quickly.
Yeah,
Did you do that?
I didn't do it.
Oh, okay. Hey, guys, that's the winner. If y'all can see India Allen, because that's the winner. India, I will be sending you a free bag of Boss Move chips. That's right. Hey! All right. So let me write this down so I'll make sure I don't forget. because they ain't gonna come for me. Hey, Karen, big shout out to Karen. She was so patient with me, and I know. Listen, I ain't even gonna get into that. It took me a long time to send her the shirt. And some things got a little crazy, size and all that. I hope that that's the right size. If it's not, I'm trying to make up for it with other products. That's why we gotta do better, right? Black businesses, don't be talking about us. but all right, let's go to the second person. Who will it be? Who will be the winner coming up? Oh, snap! Wesley is the winner. That's right, Wesley. If you are still here, that's right. These are for the people that hashtag Boss Move Chips. Wesley, if you are still in the building, you have won a free bag of Boss Move Chips with your girl, Lady Miz, on it. And don't forget the summary about everything that I do on the bag. That's right. So let me write Wesley down. I don't know if he's still here. But if he's not, I'll reach out to him. All right, let's pick a third winner for the chips. Who is it? I got to get some music. For this. That's whack, right? Let me not do that. India again? What? No, we can't. India, I love you, girl, but it got to be a. This thing picks it, but it's not fair. I said 3 different people. So I love you so very much, but it has to be a different person. So we got to run it again. Come on. Don't be mad at me, cuz it can't be the people who did it. Or it could just be the fact that were they the main people hashtagging it?
Wesley again?
No, stop playing. What's going on? Try it again. I can't take it. Maybe they're the only ones that was hashtagged.
Nah, it's quite a few names there.
Okay, let's see.
Oh,
Tanya! Hey! All right, that's right, y'all. That's right. So now we got our 3 different winners. Shout out to y'all. Big shout out to India. Big shout out to Wesley. And big shout out to Tanya for the 3 free bags of Boss Move chips. Lady Miz chips with your girl's face on the back. And my summary on here. This is the Sweet Hot Barbecue. Yes. Make sure you guys hit us up and send us your information.
Cal Carter said, do you autograph it?
Oh, well, I don't think it would stay on the bag, but if y'all want, I could try. So anyway, let's go back real quick. I just want to discuss this, and then we're gonna close it out real shortly.
Quick, anybody will make sure in your private comment us with your address and stuff so we can send it to you.
Yes, absolutely. What was I gonna say? Okay, so one of the things, guys, that we got to do is we got to get rid of, and I know we spoke about this crab in the barrel mentality, not knowing how to support people or being a hater or being jealous of somebody. The thing is, there's enough money to go around for everyone. Okay. Somebody else's success doesn't mean that you're a failure. You not doing something or whatever, it doesn't mean that somebody else is better than you. Everybody needs to understand and know what their purpose is, and everybody needs to know what their goals are. Don't let anybody make you get off track. Okay. So if you got plans, if you got something that you want to do it. I did that at one point. I was letting people tell me that it should go this way and that way. And I wasn't focused. Have tunnel vision and know what you want. Don't be defined by social media. Don't be defined by likes. Don't be defined by views. Okay. You got to be defined by your character and who you are. And I just want to say to the people that have supported me thus far, to those who purchased the chips way early in advance. I even know, and I'm not trying to be funny, I know when I first put out the first sell for the chips, it was just like, if you shop at BJ's, if you shop at Costco, if you shop at what's the other one? Sam's Club. If you know any of those places, they sell in bulk. I'm doing the same thing. Sometimes people look and say, I don't need all that, but they'll go to these big businesses and buy a big box of different stuff. Now, I do understand that this is just one flavor right now. I get it. I have 5 flavors, but I don't want to put those other flavors out. Those other flavors is for the people, other people's face. This is the opportunity for other people. We got to know how to lift each other up. So yes, supporting me in this and making a purchase goes a long way because it gives me the opportunity to keep this growing so that I can get to the point where it can be supported for other people. Maybe I can open this up and support and give jobs and stuff like that. So it goes a long way, guys. You guys have no idea. So I want to just shout out all the people who purchased my potato chips early and in bulk. All right. And also just to remind y'all, again, I'm going to keep saying this, that these chips are for sale. You can cash at me the money. So PayPal, don't take half of my money. All right. $ Lady Miz. That's my cash app. $ Lady Miz. You can cash at me that. And you could buy whatever. You could go on the website and see how many chips you want. The chips retail price, I don't know if you guys could see, but it says $2.19 for the chips. I sell them for an even flat rate of $2. If you're close to me, I will drop them off to you. And like I said, I am definitely appreciative of those who are supporting me and those who plan on supporting. Trust me, sometimes things in businesses, it could get discouraging, because let me talk about that a minute when we talk about being discouraged. Sometimes people will purposely not want to support you in the hopes that you will be, because they want to see you fail. They want to see you quit. They want to see you give up. I had so many people, hey, where your chips at? What's going on? Where your chips? Where your chips? Okay, now I send them the link. There's my chips. They finally here. No response. Yo, they said shit. I was just trying to see if you really was going to have it. You think I was really trying to support your ass? Now she got them. I guess they'll find something else to talk about. I don't know, but it's crazy, right? Because I send it out, and it's like, yo, damn, they was asking, but they ain't even, you know what I mean? They ain't even responding no more. But they was hitting me up, because the truth of the matter is, some people just want to see you fail, but you got to keep going. You got to keep pushing, and you can't let that get you down, because at the end of the day, they are not obligated to buy a damn thing from me, and that's what I'm talking about. But I want to talk about business etiquettes too. Let's talk about that. Business etiquettes, guys. So important. Knowing how to conduct yourself and not lashing out to people who don't support you. Okay, trust me, I could be on here all day talking about that, but I choose to really put my focus, most of my focus, on those who do. The positive, the stuff, because if I focus on everybody else who's not, then it's going to be even more discouraging, because it is discouraging when you're starting a new business.
It's negative energy.
It is. It's very discouraging when you're starting a new business. Shout out to Kobe TV. I see you in the building. How are you? And when people expect you to fail, and they expect you to quit, you really got to find those ones who are supporting you and go outside of the main people that you know. Sometimes you got to deal with people who you don't know at all. And that's why I even shout out to Town Mama. Sometimes you got to be willing to open up and go outside of your comfort zone and open up the market and say, okay, see, Asians, white people, Indians, whoever, they don't, Hispanics, whoever, they don't say, I'm only selling to my people. They open up their businesses and they sell to everybody. Okay, that's my take on it. Yes, I'm about building that Black Wall Street, but at the same time, we have to know and take our emotions out of situations, and don't be so upset because somebody didn't do something you wanted them to do. Understand the business. Understand the business, okay?
I think I think a lot of it where the confusion comes in is because yes, those groups of people do market to everybody, but they don't come to our businesses, and that's where the issue comes in. That's where the issue comes in, because we'll go to theirs, but they don't. A lot of them, I'm not gonna say all of them. You have some that won't support us at all. Absolutely. No matter how much they like what they see. That's a fact. Hey, and the sad part is, and I'm always playing devil's advocate on here, guys, some of our people is the same way. Because let me keep it so real with y'all. We can't talk. See, when we talk about prejudice, and I'm going to say so-called racism, because some people say you can't be racist if you don't control nothing, whatever. And I do understand that too, right? To a certain extent. But just understand that a lot of our people have adapted or adopted that same behavior
with the hate towards their own people. And that is what we got to fight for and get away from, because the same reason why that person that you think that might be racist is not supporting you is the same reason why the black person ain't. So how do we get away from that? See, I'm about also talking about the other side and the solutions, okay? I can't constantly sit here and be like this all the time. Sometimes I got to do this, I got to do this, and I got to say, yo, what's wrong with us? Okay, because we could do better. We definitely could do better. Understand, you got to know how to support people without thinking, so what am I going to get? You don't know how many times like I sent stuff to people and their quick response had nothing to do with, hey, congratulations, good job. How can I support? I will support. Can't support right now, but I can support later. None of that. Oh, how can I get my face on? Or so it has nothing to do with being supportive to me. They totally disregarded me and only wanted to know what I could do for them. And the sad part is they want me to help them, but they couldn't take 1 second to say, I'll buy this or I'll support you when it don't. It's sad, y'all. It's so sad. I'm telling you, it's so sad. And that's the thing. We have to know how to say, like, I didn't support people, bought stuff from people, but donated to GoFundMe's like crazy. I donate to different business, even if it's not a lot, because I can't afford to give all. It's not like I'm balling like that, right? But I give enough where I could spread it throughout, a certain amount of people. Okay, it might be $20 here, it might be $50 here. You know what I'm saying? And even some of the people that, I thought would be the main supporters wasn't. And I was shocked at who did support me. So again, know how to support people without expecting something back. And if you did want something back, don't be so obvious about going so hard, because it makes you look bad. It really does. It makes you look bad. It just makes you look like you don't know how to be supportive to anybody at all. And you're selfish and you only want people to support you. And that's it. Okay.
You know what you say to those people who ask, what's in it for me? What you pay for?
I mean, yeah, do they go in and say that to all the other businesses, like you said, Gucci or Louis Vuitton or Chanel or Tom Ford or whatever? You know what I mean? Do they say, I'm getting this, but you're giving me that, but what are you doing for me? Like, and that's the thing when I go back to talking about value. When I go back to talking about value, it's like we all, what we do sometimes is we look for the problem in somebody. You know what I mean? Somebody like, Lady Man shit's up. I don't like it. The line is over here, or this. They're gonna find something wrong to talk negative instead of just saying, yo, but I ain't heard nothing yet. Everybody said the bags is bomb. Okay. The bags is the bomb. They said the flavor bomb. I definitely, I gotta make sure my product is good. So I ate it. And I'm gonna keep eating them because they are delicious. But
There she go.
What?
Never get high on your own supply.
Oh, be quiet, be quiet. See, now I forgot what I was gonna say. Lord help me, God. But what was I saying? See, you didn't make me forget.
Well, give you some of these comments.
Okay, let's go to the comments.
Renee said she got various items from a so-called friend, but when King was selling his t-shirts, silence.
Oh my God. And you know what? And I still got to get one of his t-shirts too. With The Roof is on Fire. King Charlie Prince got t-shirts. Make sure y'all hit him up. The Roof is on Fire. If you said that, you definitely need to be supporting his brother and buying his shirt. Because I got to get his shirt myself. I wanted to come out there personally and get it and like buy it from him. But if I can't, that's cool. I'll just order it and he could send it. You know what I mean? But yeah. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like, big shout out to, what's his name? Al Mosley. Mm-hmm. Losing my train of thought. Big shout out to Eddie OJ. All these people, they have products, right? Mark
Durrett.
Yes, Mark. Lewis Hicks. Like, they all got product, guys. Most of the people. Lady Z in the building. Female artist doing her thing. She puts it down. Check her out, okay? She pulls up. She support us. Please support her. Lady Z, okay? Like I told y'all, it is what it is. We got to know how to support each other. I am going to be creating a group. And I didn't do it yet. I got to remember to do it because I be forgetting shit. But I'm going to create a group. It's going to be called Support No Dead Weight. That means if you in this group, you got to know how to support everybody in that group. I don't care how it is. If you can't purchase something, you should be sharing it, hashtagging it, doing something. And if you in that group and you're not supporting, but you just there, gimme, and don't know how to give, you're getting taken out of the group. I don't care if it's just 20 people in it. It's 20 people that's being supportive, okay? 20 people that's being supportive. This group is going to be for no dead weight. You're not coming in there telling everybody what they should be doing for you is what we should be doing for each other. That's the most important part, okay? What we should be doing for each other. Now, how do we fix these issues that we have? Okay, again, like I said, we got to know how to support one another without always expecting something back, just being supportive. Understanding another thing that a lot of people don't know. Sometimes, unfortunately, we are sold, and I'm talking about Black people, we are sold things at a higher rate. We're not sold sometimes as a discount. We're sold things higher. So if you got a business and you have to resell something, that means you have to price it at a higher rate to make a profit. So what does that do? That puts you at a disadvantage when it comes to your competitors, because somebody's going to look and say, they're selling the same thing that you're selling for a little bit less. So I'm going to go to them. And that's how a lot of other businesses fell, because people overlook the Black business because they say their prices is higher, but they don't understand why their prices is higher. So sometimes spending the extra 10 cent, 20 cent, even if it's $1, it can go a long way by saying, listen, I'm helping out this business because I understand what it means to the culture, guys. That's what's important. You got to understand this madness to it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We got to get out of the idea that, it's too expensive because it's a Black person selling it, because like you said, it's when we don't own anything and we gotta outsource our product in order to sell it. We're always paying a lot more for it just to sell it. So we got, just like any business, you got to sell it on a markup.
Yes.
And a lot of us get into that idea that, this is too much, and then we'll go right down to somebody else who's selling the exact same thing, but probably got it for a way cheaper price. And we're looking at, we're losing business that way.
Right. Absolutely.
We're losing business that way because of, unfortunately, the Black mindset, not looking and understanding how much do we have to pay to get a product. Absolutely.
You're right. And that's what I'm saying. Some people don't understand that. Like I said, listen, Kobe TV, guys, he has his own show as well. Kobe TV, y'all got to pull up, check him out. Another brother out there doing his thing. Tonight, I'm creating that group. I'm going to put y'all in it. It ain't going to be totally put together, but y'all going to understand what it is for everybody that's in here that does some type of business. I'm putting y'all in the group, but I'm going to say this again. Everybody in there got to be supportive of each other. Everybody, we have to know how to do that. We got to know how to build. If I see people in there and they are never supporting the other person, I'm going to delete you out of the group. No dead weight will be allowed in this group. This group is for supporters only. Okay. That's what it's going to be about. And it's good. We're going to put tips in there. We're going to help each other. We got to learn how to be like that. And honestly, it don't matter what color you are, right? It's not about that. It's really about just understanding how to be supportive for one another in these groups, and that's the main thing. The crazy part, because some people believe that the only way to support somebody is financially. Right. But word of mouth goes a long way. Absolutely. That's word of mouth goes a long way. Big shout out to Shaki. Like Shaki, Shaki support from the jump. She's so supportive. She bought the chips. I didn't even tell her, guys. And this is not to anybody. Like, she bought my chips and she already started posting and this and that without me saying anything. You know what I mean? And it's not the fact of saying something or not saying something, but it's just that some people, sometimes you got to remind them, hey, can you do this? And that's okay too. But just do it. Just do it, y'all. Just support. We all need each other's support, because my people can come check you out. Your people can come check me out. It's not a competition thing. It's enough room for all of us to get it, okay? You got to understand that. It's enough room for us all to get it. We got to get out of that mindset. We got to do better. Let's read some of these comments, and then we're going to shut it down and go over to big homie Madman. I think he's on Instagram and Twitter. Yes. Go ahead, babe.
Renee Colby, she commented from something back.
Cosby.
Cosby, I'm sorry. Exactly. And as the business goes, the prices can get better.
Thank you. Yes. And I'll make it a reference for the chips. These are 3-ounce bags. They're $2.19 for one bag, right? The more I get, okay, the lesser the chips can be. Unfortunately, when you get the lower amount, you got to price it because you got to make a profit. You know what I mean? And you got me as a small business owner just getting into the game. You got Lay's, you got Doritos, you got all these places. They got big orders. They're probably getting in on the penny where I'm not getting it at that price. I'm just starting out. So, a lot of times people will judge you right from the gate, not understanding what it took to even start up. So stop looking for the negative, man. Stop looking for the negative, yo. We got to do better than this.
Calcutta, we don't have a name for it yet, right? The
group? No, I'm actually starting this group today. I'm coming into this chat and I'm gonna look at everybody that's in here that I know that do business, and I'm adding them I'm gonna add y'all to the group. But I'm gonna tell y'all some of the rules that I'm gonna make right now so you know. Okay. One of them is you could post what you do in there. Everybody in there that's in that group, and I know people ain't on social media all day. I'm not either. When you go on social media, your job is to share what that person got up there and hashtag it or something. Share and hashtags is important, to be honest with you. So you share it, hashtag it. That's all you got to do. If they got a product, and you could buy it. If you can't buy it, at least share it to the social media so it can reach other people. Y'all know that they block our content. This is one way how we can support one another. Okay? Share it, comment, purchase it.
It don't have to be all three,
Right. Or you can do all three, because really don't take.
But
I could be like, I'm gonna purchase this right now. Let me share, boom, hashtag it. Takes a couple of seconds. Sometimes people just like, and I ain't gonna lie, I've been guilty of that myself because I'm so busy and I be scrolling through, and I don't want people to think that I didn't see it or I didn't acknowledge it. So sometimes I might just hit a like just to show them, hey, I seen it, and then I forget to get back to it. But this is why this group is going to be, I think this will help be a little more organized. If you got something going on, if you got a TV show, a podcast, post it in the group. This is what's happening at this time. If you're selling products, if you got music, whatever you got going on, we're going to start this building and knowing how to do this today.
Renee Cosby said, and after we get in the group network to those not in the group, that's how we can grow.
Yes, absolutely. So that's the thing. We'll see. I might put people in that I know is going to be total supporters, but I don't want just anybody in there being dead weight. You can't be dead weight in there. You can't be that. You got to be on it or you're going to be out of it. and I don't care. Like I said, if that means that it's just a couple of people, at least it's a couple of people that going to do it. Because just think about if you had a team right now with how many people right now? It's just 13 people here, right? For the ones that I could see. Imagine if you had a team of 13 people helping support you. What it would do for you, how it would help your business or reach other people, spreading the word, the word of your business. Just that alone can make a difference. You understand? Yep. So we can be that for each other. We could be that for each other. All right, Renee. She got. Listen, I figure out what she say.
The group name, networking is how the group goes. How the group works. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Glasses and I can't even still see.
It's all right. All right, guys. Listen. We're gonna get up out of here. I swear it was something else that I had to say. We obviously gonna have because it's so much other stuff to talk about, but we're gonna have a part 2, part 3. We always got part 2s and part 3s because it be so much to talk about. But I definitely want to get over the big homie Madman. I don't want to forget. So guys, too, if you're not doing anything and you're free, please go over to Big Homie Madman, UNG Radio, and let's support that brother who was just on here talking. He is putting in work. Trust me. And I want to show that love back to him. All right. So y'all can follow me over there. That's where I'm going on Instagram to support him. He's over there on the West Coast doing great things for the people. I want to remind y'all, as I said before, if you're not Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and tell other people about our YouTube channel. You could tell them, hey, hit them up, subscribe to the channel. It's important to say subscribe, right? Subscribe to their channel, hit the notification button so you know when we're going live. My chips is on sale right now. If you want to purchase them and you haven't already, you can purchase sending me through Cash App, $ Lady Miz. $ Lady Miz. I spell lady with an I, not a Y. LADIMIZ. You can go on my website if you want to make the purchase directly through PayPal or your credit card. You can do that and purchase the chips starting at $3 a pack, and it goes up from there. Anybody interested in getting their face on the chips, you can hit me up. Subscribe to my website, thebossmovechips.com, and you can get more information on how to do that. Go to my website, ladymiz.com, where family business is being sold direct sell. We're not doing the streaming yet. It will be up there, but not yet. Direct sell is so important. You cut out the middleman and you cut out the people that's taking away from your profit, right? So if I sold 3 albums. Our album is $9.99. That's $30. If you're an artist, do you know how many streams you got to get to even get $30, right? But I got to split it amongst everybody on the compilation. But the whole point is, guys, please understand, direct sell is so important. When you're buying directly from us, we're getting more of that, and they're not taking our stuff away. So anyway, I'm out of here.
Renee,
my neck hurt.
Renee, his radio, he's on UNG radio station on Twitter and on Instagram.
Absolutely. On Twitter and on Instagram. Follow that brother. Please support each other. But he's also going to be in a group. I'm putting him in a group.
Yeah.
Exactly. Love y'all so much, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate y'all so much. Look out for that group. I'm going to be adding y'all in there, and I will, that's another place where I'll be posting, hey, this is what's going on, show coming up, because I'll be texting people and stuff like that. That group is going to be for us to network, to support each other, and do what we got to do. I'm out. I'm your host, Lady Miz. This is now, he going to be my new coach.
I'm about to be a permanent host.
Yes, I love bringing Ray on here. He's going to have to talk some politics, but y'all see us rocking the From the Ground Up shirts. Okay. We had to come on here and show. We sell these too. So if you guys are interested in purchasing that, we got those on deck as well. And they look so cute with some sneakers, and you got your gold. If you got the gold earrings, boom, you'll be really doing it. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'm done. Oh, wait, guys. Lagoica. Please don't forget. Check him out. He got a website, LOGOIKA, Lagoica.com. He does graphic designs. He does websites. He does book covers. He does sculpting. This man is amazing at his work. Check him out. Please check him out. Don't forget to check out another artist, and he also does graphics and animation commercials. Chinks, Bricks. He does Brinks. How did I say?
Yeah.
My accent. Okay. He always talk. Now I got my New York swag over here, then I got my Philly swag over there. So yeah, check him out. He's an artist. He does great things too. And mostly everybody in here got something going on, y'all. So check each other out.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all do that. And I think I shouted that. Yeah. So we done. I'm out. Love y'all so much. We will see y'all next week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on From the Ground Up Productions. This is Talk Therapy, and we out.
Peace.
We hope you enjoyed your time with Lady Miz on Talk Therapy. We'll see you next time. Be sure to add our channel to your Roku list and listen to us on all streaming platforms.
From the ground up. From the ground up. There's only one way to go from here.